everyone. Welcome to All Signs Daily Tarot. Tonight's topic, we are going to do, should you give to a situation or should you hold back? Okay, so we're going to go through all the signs, Aries all the way through Pisces, and see what is in store. So the current energy. This is a timeless reading, as many of mine are. Please check out the various different topics on the playlists. There's a lot of different topics that you can use as, timeless reads. Okay, let's see. Let's get started. Aries. All right, what's going on, Aries? So, should you hold back from a situation or should you give to a situation? This is general, so you can apply it to love, a career, a family situation, whatever you like. Okay. I would suggest getting an idea of what you want to think about first. So if you need to pause or, what have you. Also, too, I can suggest if you know your different placements, you can watch those for different situations. So in other words, if you know your Venus or your Mars, you can watch those for like love situations, or even Mars might be career situations, things of that nature. All right. Okay, so let's get started. Aries, should you hold back or should you give to a situation? General reading. Should you hold back or should you give to a situation? Aries, please. Any placement? Aries. Thank you. Okay. Ooh, well, that's pretty clear. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing. So you have the Page of Cups here. So I would say, as far as holding back, yes, kind of. This is where you're going to really need to use your intuition, because it's not for long. That's what I'm sensing. I don't feel like you need to hold back for long. With the Strength card and the Page of Wands here, there's obviously communication going on between you and someone. I would say this could be a friend. With the Six of Cups here, it can be a friendship card. It can be a child, your children, also, but it can also be a past love. So there's a lot of different meanings for the Six of Cups, but I do see there is communication. And this is more saying you may be resisting that now, but it's going to be time to move forward very soon. Okay, is what I'm getting. Because as far as going forward, so like whichever one, should you hold back, should you go forward? I don't feel like it's saying, oh yeah, hold back. Or, oh yes, go forward. It's saying, yes, go forward, but like resist overdoing it, or just reach out lightly, that sort of thing is what I'm getting. So in essence, yes, go forward, just resist over communicating or overdoing something, I would say. The Wheel of Fortune and Two of Wands is in your going forward position. So these are cards of seeking adventure or passion or what have you. This could be someone at a distance, or perhaps you are thinking about traveling, moving, something along those lines, or you just have a choice in front of you, and you're starting to choose, be sure about what you want to see in your world. So yes, I feel like you're right on the precipice of going forward, Aries, but there's just a little bit let's get a little bit more on that, why the Strength card is here, because it does seem like there's a little bit of needing to hold back just a little. So let's see. So why is the Strength card here for Aries? Positive reading, though, I feel, as far as going forward. Okay, why is the Strength card here for Aries? Thank you. Okay. The Ten of Swords. Okay, so for some of you, this could be like with an ex or something like that. There's been an ending, or there's been some sort of argument or conflict here, or something very competitive. So I do feel like find out as much information as you can, but yes, do move forward. I feel like you've been resisting doing this. Let's see what happens if you go forward. Okay. Something seems like it's about the right time. Like your timing is very... I do feel it's going to be here in August that you should move forward because of the Strength card. So that's what I'm doing this in July. So yeah, I would say like August, pretty quick in August would be about the time to move forward. Okay. So let's see. Give me one more on this Wheel of Fortune and Two of Wands for Aries as far as going forward. Okay. The Hanged Man. Interesting. All right. Is this travel? For some of you, this may be travel. Or choices between a Leo and an Aries. Okay, let's see. Pisces. Okay, going forward. You know what it is? Okay, August, I feel like you need to put out a message, and then it may take 2 months before this takes flight. So in other words, what I'm seeing is August would be the time to like message back or throw out a message, okay, or communicate in some way, however that would be. And then October is probably when it will actually come into fruition. Okay, that's most likely what's going on. Give me more on the Hanged Man, please, for Aries. Okay. 7 of Cups. Yeah, very up in the air this is, though. But then it gets to a solid place. Okay. And the 9 of Cups. You know what it is? Okay, I feel like there's like a destiny or something here for you, Aries. And I think this is a situation where you need to treat it as such, because you may just be kind of entertaining this, in other words, pages, not really fully committed or fully all in to something. All right. Not like a knight or a king or a queen. And I get the sense here, like within the next 2 months, like there could be something that really changes for you in a good way, in a pretty kind of destiny type of way. I don't want to build it up too much, but you get the idea. I mean, it could really be like a big change for you. But I feel like you may be treating this as sort of, oh, that's fantasy, or oh, that's not really reality. Just being sort of hung up on not having all the details or something along those lines. When, the 9 of Cups is here, which is a wish fulfillment card. So ultimately, I feel like to answer, yours is the longest one, of course, as typically because, I just kind of think of these readings on a whim and then just, dive in. But I am seeing, like, the answer is I do feel to go forward. There's something here that needs to be considered. There was some sort of either ill feelings or some sort of something had come to an end or something was devastating or something along those lines. But there's lighter energy around it, more than you think. And I feel like it is the time to move forward towards August. All right, so that's just a few days away. And then it just seems like it will be something that comes into fruition within the next couple months. So be prepared. Like really see everything from all different angles and really start getting an idea of really what you want from whatever this situation is. And I do feel like you will have wish fulfillment with this. Okay. All right. Taurus. All right, Taurus. Any placement, Taurus? Any placement, Taurus? See what we have for you. So should you hold back or should you move forward with your situation? Take your time, really think of something, pause the video. If you really, really want to be clear and focus your attention on who or what you want to ask about. Okay. Taurus, any placement. Should you hold back or should you go forward? Taurus, please, any placement. Taurus. Taurus. Any placement for Taurus. Should they hold back or should they move forward? Thank you. Okay. What I'm really seeing for you, Taurus, is that you need to create a new choice, because I feel like you have options right now with the Hermit and the Lover's card, or there could be a Virgo or a Gemini or a Leo involved. Okay, those are your major arcana cards here. But I feel like you need to... I don't feel like you need to do either one. Like, I don't feel like you need to hold back, and I don't feel like you need to go forward. I feel like you need to make a new choice, like a different choice. Possibly neither one of them are the right choice, especially if it has anything to do with a romantic situation in which you asked. And it's not that it's such a bad situation. It's just, I do feel like it's a pattern situation for you, is what I see here. You have a king that could be coming in instead of like a Knight of Wands is what I'm seeing. So if this is romantic, and I will give different scenarios, but if this is romantic, I get the sense like the choices in front of you now are not necessarily the right ones. Okay. And there's a lot of fun or physicality, either or both, mixed into this equation. But it doesn't seem to be the right balanced situation for you, is what I'm getting here. Because neither one are very strong cases. As far as going forward, you have the Three of Cups, but you have the Strength card. So I would say, if this is a romantic situation, not necessarily that you have to throw the baby out with the bathwater or whatever that phrase is, entirely. For some of you, possibly. Possibly it's like neither is a good choice. Okay. But if you don't totally want to give up on this situation, I would say then that what needs to happen is something needs to turn around in this situation then. Like something needs to be more direction towards bringing this Knight of Wands energy into a King, because the Knight of Wands will just keep coming in and getting what they get, because until you say no and really put your foot down and say no, and then they'll come back again a few months later, and if you didn't really put your foot down, they're going to come back again, because they always kind of get what they want. So why would they graduate to a King? So it's like, I feel like there's some sort of pattern with you that kind of gets locked into this pattern. And so that's why neither one is really strong for you, because neither choice is really the one, is really what I'm getting here. Okay, so if it is not romantic that you asked this question for, it's still the same scenario. I feel like not necessarily either choice is particularly good. Like, should you hold back? Well, I think you've been doing that already, trying to make your decision. So trying to listen to your wisdom and all of that sort of thing. Should you move forward? Well, you may, but then it's like there's always going to be this resistance between you and the situation or the other person, whatever scenario that may be. So I don't know. I'm not really. Let's see what let's see what should you do kind of thing. All right. So what should Taurus do? All right. So they've got options, but neither one seem to be really the answer here. So what is the advice, or the third option? There's always a third option, by the way. That's the metaphysical secret right there. All right. What is the third option? What else? What can Taurus do with this? What can Taurus do with this? What is suggested then for them to do at this? Okay, thank you. Okay. So you have the Nine of Wands. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. All right, and Justice. Okay. All right, so I would say to take a good, long, hard look at what you have put into something. All right, there's been a long sort of evaluation of things, or something has dragged on and not quite met your needs where you want it to be. So there's two things here. If this is a work-related question, or career or finances, anything along those lines, then I feel like this is about turning your back on almost too much studying. Okay, over studying something. It's time to get out there and show what you know. This is, to me, I feel like this is turning your back on, for instance, let's say you wanted to be a tarot reader. I'll just put it in the terms that I would know, right? Okay, let's say you want to be a tarot reader and insert whatever it is for you, okay? Or a doctor. Okay, let's say you want to be a doctor. And you've got your degrees or what have you. Okay, I don't know how that works. You're whatever. You're MD. Okay. But this is like saying, well, but I still need, I really should learn this first. Well, you're never going to learn everything, because it's always constantly changing. I mean, you're going to have new material to learn all of the time. So it's you're never going to get to that point where you know every single thing about being a doctor, ever. All right. There's just always going to be new information coming. So this is saying, take what you do have, what you do know, and this is where you're going to start creating balance for yourself, and you're going to start following your karmic obligation, your karmic path. Is when you actually just start doing it. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of saying you do have enough of something. You do have enough knowledge to start your own thing, or or be an independent contractor, or just get busy, get busy with whatever it is that you do know enough. And the more that you work on it, the more that you just put yourself out there, the more you're going to learn and practice and grow. And that's where you're going to be headed to more of a karmic balance for yourself, I feel. So if it's in lines with a relationship, that I would say, like, the thing to do right now is to, turn your back on pages. If you've been waiting around for something to, manifest with this person, and it's still at the page status in tarot talk, that means, like, it's still dating, basically. Like, it's not at the king status or the queen status, then turn your back on that. It's like, if that's not what you want, then it's better to be single and just keep putting the work in on yourself and your own self-improvement in whatever way that means to you, mentally, physically, spiritually, all three, and you're going to find a lot more balance within yourself. And then that's typically when the one that we really need, or the one that we really should be with, comes in. And I kind of saw that before at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Let's see, Taurus. Where are we at? We are at Geminis. All right, Geminis. Let's see. Oh, dear Lord. The air signs are going to be fun on this one. Well, I don't know. Maybe they should do this. Maybe they should do that. The forever indecision. Okay, let's see, Geminis. Let's see. Should you... And I love my air signs. You guys know that. All right. I love all signs, really. I don't know why. I always say Aquarius is my favorite. Don't tell anyone. But honestly, there's pretty much all signs. You can always find something genuine and beautiful in all of them. And Geminis are typically who my best friends are. When I meet Geminis, I typically just really, really click with them. Okay, so let's see. Gemini. Should you hold back? Any placement, Gemini. Should you hold back, or should you move forward at this time? Timeless reading, but should you hold back right now, or should you move forward? Is it in your highest, best interest for the Geminis out there to hold back or to move forward? Okay, there it is. Hold back or move forward, Gemini. Okay, there we go. Okay. A little tricky on yours too. My first instinct is to go with hold back, but not forever. Okay. My thing here is hold back until you exactly know what it is you are truly fighting for. So I get the sense like you're just fighting for something, but you haven't really like determined or, nailed down exactly what it is that you are fighting for in a much, much more deeper and profound way. So for instance, if it's like a job or something like that, it's like, oh, I want that job. I want that job. I want that job. And it's not saying, oh, hold yourself back, don't go for that job. It's saying, yes, you have the ability to manifest that. But like, why are you really fighting for this? Like know what what's that word? Not your determination, your, like, what is your, oh, shit, it's a perfect word. It's very similar to determination. I can't think of it. Damn it! I don't know. Maybe you guys are typing it away in the chat. If I think of it, I'll put it I'll put it in the comments of the video after this. But there's something here like that's more integral that you need to define exactly why are you fighting for this. And I feel like once you know that, then you're going to break a pattern of just rushing full force into something without really having like a big picture. Okay. Because it's like, I feel like you are headed towards your wish fulfillment, but we got knights here and we got pages here, and again, we're looking for kings, we're looking for queens, things like that. And I get the sense that it's like you're fighting for something, and then it's like you see an opportunity and you rush right in and you message or you send out your resume or whatever this, is in regards to, okay? Like if it's a love relationship, you rush in, you start texting them or what have you. If it's a job or career or, what have you, it's like you rush after that and you throw your resume out, without really doctoring it perfectly, or, what I'm saying? It's like it's rushed. And I feel like that it's like, the Knight of Wands is always chasing the star. It's just, the Knight of Wands is always looking for adventure and looking for that instant gratification, that fulfillment. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. That's good. I don't have like problems with the Knight of Wands like a lot of people do, even in love. I think it makes things fun, but it's not the most committable. I mean, that's just the bottom line. So I do feel like there's something here where you need to really, really get down and dirty with like what it is that you are really fighting for here. Get like really real with yourself, and then once you can pinpoint that, then it's like that's where the crux of it is, the heart of it is, and that's what to focus. That is like what to focus on. All right, not the instant like, oh well, I'll do this real quick, so I don't lose that. It's like find what the heart of it is that you are looking for. Okay. Let's see. All right, Cancers. All right. Well, that is the weirdest thing. I have been having no problem with the air signs lately. It's the weirdest thing. It's like, I don't know. And actually, Cancers, you have been the troublemakers, which you guys are usually easy. All right, you have been the ones that have been harder to read lately. Okay, so let's see. Cancers, any platelet? What the hell? Any placement. Okay, any placement for Cancers. Okay, so Cancers, should you hold back or should you move forward? Cancers, any placement, please. Should they, Cancer Suns, and any placement, should they hold back or should they move forward? Cancers. Highly clear message for Cancers, please, for their highest and best interest. Should they hold back or should they move forward? Should they hold back or should they move forward? Cancers, please. Cancer Sun and any placement. Should you guys hold back or okay, there it is. All right, I got it now. All right. Okay, there it is. Okay. I feel like moving forward, but there's always going to be a but. Okay, with these, I can see how this is working already. And let me know what you guys think of all the topics I'm doing and stuff, because I'm just kind of picking random things and throwing them out there. But quite frankly, to be honest, I just, I burned out on doing like love reads every week, and plus my internet sucks here. I'm getting new internet tomorrow. It literally takes me all day long to produce one video. I'm sorry. I'm not going to keep going on about my woes. But let me know what you guys think of these topics, these sort of just a whim topics. Okay, so it's like, yeah, I would say it's a move forward situation. Because I feel like the only thing I would say, with the but is like, don't just like shoot out messages with no direction. Like, have some sort of aim here, because that's what's going to bring you the success. All right, the King of Swords is definitely not the Seven of Cups and Eight of Wands, like all over the place with their communication. The King of Swords is very on top of communication. All right, so they're very clear. They're very good at it. All right. Not always the most heartfelt or anything like that, but it is definitely like strategic, truthful, blunt, to the point, all those sorts of things. And that's what's going to bring success. Okay. So I feel like that you guys may be sort of holding back. Like you may be messaging or communicating, or if this is a work or career thing, you're putting out resumes, things like that, but it's like all over the place. So it's like with no like real clear direction. So, like, if it's a romantic thing, I feel like there's communication here, but, like, when you communicate, it's sort of, like, very elusive, like, very up in the air, kind of deal. Whereas moving forward, you have better cards here. This is about clarity, determination, strategy, truth, honesty, bluntness, things like that. And the Six of Wands is a card of confidence and a card of victory, also being like a victor, So that is really nice. I feel like there's victory here for you in moving forward, but it's like I feel like you guys are holding back. You may think you're moving forward, but what I'm seeing is not really, because it's just sort of misguided little whatever you're shooting out there into the universe, or to someone. It's not coming across very clear. Is what I'm seeing. So instead, the way to move forward is to be a king, to be strategic, make a plan. If this is a work or career thing or, a goal or something like that, be very strategic, make a plan, do your due diligence, all those types of things, get things legally, taken care of if that applies, and it's like you will be victorious. If it's romantic, then again, I feel like it's more of, then don't just sort of, your person probably doesn't know what to do with that. So be very clear, very direct, very confident. Also, I would say with the Six of Wands. So yeah, I would say moving forward seems like the win for you. And also getting very clear on like what you're putting energy into. Okay, because it seems like you're putting energy into this, into that, into this, into that, and like hoping something sticks. Whereas this is saying just go for it, with confidence. So yours is pretty easy too, Cancers. All right, I like that. Okay, and feel free to check, use any of the other signs as like a pick a read if you want. If you have other questions that you want to apply this to, just take your time and like close your eyes and think of your question that you want to apply it to, and then just like use the zodiac signs as like a pick a card, so think of your question and then maybe you go, oh, I want Taurus, or something like that. All right. Let's see, Leos. All right, Leos, let's see. Should you hold back or should you move forward? Okay, Leos. Leo. Should you hold back or should you move forward? So Leos are moving into their sun period for sun phase for 52 days. Not with astrology terms, but I had that video a few days ago. Something about your astrological phase. I think that was Psychedelic Friday, maybe. I can't remember. It's on the playlist, but yeah, you guys are moving into your sun phase, and that'll be for 52 days. Then you have your moon phase for 52 days, and so on and so on. Okay, Leo, placements, please. Leo sun and the Scorpio card just flipped around, so you may be dealing with a Scorpio, or you may be trying to reinvent yourself or a situation. Let's see, Leos. All right, so should Leo sun and placements hold back or move forward? As I said, move forward. You have the Ace of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles as I cut the deck, so probably move forward, but let's see. Should Leo and their situation they are thinking of, is it best for them, their highest good, to hold back or to move forward for Leos, please? Thank you. Okay. Ooh. Okay, no, I got the opposite, actually. Okay. I feel it's best for you to hold back. Some of you may be wanting to move forward with someone or to date someone or to offer someone something, but they are not there. That's what I'm seeing. So like, and I'm going to give different scenarios. Okay, so I'm just going to, love is usually the one I go to first because it's usually the most obvious. Okay, but I'll give different scenarios. So as far as moving forward, I mean, these are pretty negative cards. So, I mean, it's like, I would, if it's a romantic situation and there's like a particular person that you're very on and off with, or you're having issues with, or it's been like a struggle with, and it's beyond just the normal sort of thing, like, oh yeah, we'll get past this, no big deal. If it's beyond that, kind of thing, then yeah, I feel like you should hold back and not move forward with this person. Now, if it's just like I said, some kind of a little thing or a little disagreement or something like that, this probably doesn't apply. But if you guys have been very on and off, there's a lot of hidden resentments. There's a lot of like time that just kind of drags between you two, and nothing ever really seems to graduate or move forward or something like that. I feel like no, yeah, this is time to really think about this, and then cut it out, of your, energy, or your, what's going on. Yeah, that's going to make you happier. Really focus on yourself right now. I am getting that too. Yeah. With the Sun card and the Eight of Pentacles, like work on you, your projects, your like reinventing of yourself. Yeah, because that Death card did kind of pop out. Like it really showed itself to me as I was shuffling, and I usually pay attention to that stuff. And that is a card of like reinventing ourselves in a sense. Because I feel like you can be very happy is what I'm getting here. Like there is like you could have like a new set of friends coming in, or friend, just it could just be one. I'm getting one, which is odd because usually the Three of Cups is more like a set of friends, but I'm getting like there could be like a really good friend that comes into your life very, very soon. Yeah, I'm getting that so strong. I like super strong. And that doesn't suck. I mean, that's really nice. Like, I feel like there's a really good friend coming your way, like a friendship. And it's not like this past person or something like that. And that may be, but this is something different. Like it's really, like I can really feel that. Like you may really, really just hit it off with this person. Yeah, I'm getting a super strong. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, I feel like you guys need to hold back for now. And especially in a romantic situation, because I feel like somebody's not, like they're not overthinking. They don't have the ability to move past things right now. So it's like they are still, maybe they're kind of in just a bad space. Maybe they're kind of broke, or they're kind of resentful over something, or maybe, they just are the kind of person that always needs like your help or something like that, and you seem to be doing good and in a better place, and I feel like this could just drag you down in some way. I'm not saying you shouldn't help someone, but I mean, again, we got to use our emotional intelligence and know when we're helping and know when we're just enabling a situation, and that sort of thing. So I feel like no on the move forward. As far as like that particular person that you asked about, if it's a work related thing or a job, I feel you may resent the job because it may not pay enough. You may have to like work a lot with the Nine of Wands, and you would resent like the low pay that you are getting. Okay, so I feel like it's it may not be a good situation. I would say the same too if it is like a collaboration of sorts or something along those lines. Same thing. I feel like someone, out, maybe two people or whatever, but it's like, yeah, two people would probably it'd be like 2 against 1. So like if it was 3 people that you were working with, I get the sense it would somehow become cliquey, where it's like the 2 people will be fine, but there's one person who's going to be an outsider and be resentful of the situation. I don't know if that's you or if that would be somebody else, them or what have you. Let's see. All right, so you're saying Leo should hold back at this time. Why? Or not why, because we already see why. What should they do? All right, so they should hold back, and then what should they move forward towards? How about that? All right, what should they move forward towards? Because there's always something to move forward towards. So what should Leo move forward towards? What should they move forward towards and put their energy towards? Okay, the Hierophant, commitment. All right, stronger commitment, and the Four of Wands. Absolutely. Yeah. Fight for that. Fight for, like, okay, if this is work related or career related or anything like that, fight for that like bigger place. So in other words, instead of taking like a little job at like some little like startup place or something like that, which those can be great and all that, but what this is saying is like no, don't do that, because you're just going to be overworked and you're going to be resentful of the money you make. Instead, hold out for like the bigger, the bigger place that's more established, that's not really going to go anywhere. They're not going to have the chance of going under. So wait for that situation, I feel. Okay, if it's like work or career related, things like that. If it's love related, wait for things that feel like more like commitment, all right, that really have a future, where it's like, yeah, you move in and then you get married, or whatever order, something along whatever is entertaining to you. I feel like that's what this is saying, like why you're holding back and like what to move forward to. You're holding back with this situation because it's not leading there. It's not leading to this. Okay, so just keep moving forward to this, the Four of Wands, which is stability, any type of stability, a new home, living with someone, a partnership, like a true partnership though. And these are marriage cards, quite frankly. There's no, that's what it is for most of you, mostly, is to hold out and only move towards things that will end in marriage, or long-term commitment, if that is what you're looking for, again. So if not, then it may not be your reading. Try one of the other placements. Okay. All right. Let's see. Where are we at now? We are at Virgo. All right. Virgo sun and or any placements. Okay. So what are you, should you hold back or should you move forward, Virgo? Should you hold back or should you move forward? Okay, should you hold back or should you move forward, Virgos? Virgo, sun and or any placement that this was chosen for. Should you hold back or should you continue forward for your highest and clearest and best good? Virgos, please. Another shuffle, yep. Virgo. Should you hold back or should you move forward? Okay. Tough one. Okay, you got a little bit of a tough one. Let's see. Two major arcanas, though, as far as holding back. I think you need to move forward, but not quite yet. All right, hold on. Let me take a look here. So you have the moon and you have the death card as far as holding back. But the death card is about like trampling over things to move forward, to reinvent yourself, to, face those profound things and change them radically. But the moon card is hiding things. So I feel like there's like, the moon is like wanting to express a lot of things but yet holding it in. All right. So the death card is like leaving that energy. So I feel like you need to start working towards moving forward. All right. So it's like letting go of all of that, like hidden, both of these cards are very mysterious, because this is Scorpio, this is Pisces. But the moon card is like all about things veiled, things hidden, emotions that are hidden, things like that, like keeping things secret and under wraps. So I feel like this is saying that it's time to, move forward, okay, in a way, because it's like it's going to profoundly change the dynamic of something, is what I'm getting. All right, so like leaving, because this card is like leaving. Oh, I'm sorry, the glare is leaving. The moon card, the way I'm looking at it, and wanting to travel towards moving forward. So yeah, I feel like you need to leave all the like kind of secrets, the mysteriousness, the things not expressed, all that type of thing. I think you need to leave that behind in order to move forward, because then you become the Queen of Wands with the Page of Swords, which is odd. So this could have something to do with like, writing or something like that, possibly communication, an age difference between two people, obviously, with the page and the queen, something along those lines. But it's also, communication between two people. I feel like they're different ages, though. That's what I'm getting the most. All right. So it's like, but I feel like this will help you move forward to the Queen of Wands, which is very approachable. The Queen of Wands is very creative, very interesting and exciting, and has a lot of ideas and a lot of, psychic ability and things like that. She's a creative problem solver, also the Queen of Wands. So, it's like she has a very creative way of solving, problems or issues. So I would say it's mostly is to move forward. The other, like if this is career related in some way, like this could be, maybe you want to advance in your work or your job or what have you, but you're like kind of keeping that under wraps. And you're hoping that they notice that you've radically changed or something like, well, most places don't. I mean, let's be honest. They usually don't notice that stuff. They should, but they don't. So I feel like then, you would have to like stop keeping things under wraps and like just go have a meeting, with them and say, hey, I'm interested in this position, or, have you noticed how much, I've radically changed this department, or this, or the way I've been doing things lately, or, stuff like that. I feel like you'd have to bring it to their attention. Like they're not just going to notice. You have to like bring it to their attention is what I'm getting. I would say move forward, because you also have the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is a card of moving forward. It is a card of like, your ship will be coming in. So it's a victory card, and you also have the Empress here too. So you have like 2 3s, master number 33 at the bottom of the deck, which is very, very good also for like change and for towards stability, a lot of stability and things like that. So yeah, I would say move forward. If it's a romantic situation, I feel like there could be some talks, but it's probably best to move forward, because it's going to get you to make a choice of some sort, because you do have the Lovers card here and the Two of Wands also, and the Hermit card, which is shining the light on this. Like, time to make a choice. It's time to make a choice about something, a decision. So yeah, I would say then stop keeping the emotions under wraps and start expressing them. That's what the Death card, Death card is like water energy, and Pluto, transformation. So bring the emotions to the surface so that they are able to transform, and then it's like this much more buoyant, creative, if it's romantic, situation, a more attracting situation and that sort of thing. Okay? Right. Libra. All right, Libras, let's see. Libra, Sun, or any placement. Should you hold back or should you press on? All right, let's see, Libras. Libra Sun and or any placement, please. Libras. Libra. So for their highest good, should Libras hold back or should they move forward at this time? Whenever they are watching this, timeless reading, please. Okay. You can also save this and use this for any time, because it is a timeless reading, so you can just pick another sign if you want. Use it as a pick a read, that kind of deal. Doesn't have to be your sun sign. Okay, so should Libras, should they hold back or should they move forward? Libras, please. Should they hold back or should they move? Okay, thank you. Okay. Definitely time to move forward. Wow, that's like super clear. Yeah, because in the hold back, you have the Eight of Cups and you have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords to me oftentimes is a card of like what you're not seeing. Well, what you're not seeing is two aces if you move forward. All right, and a reinventing of yourself. Yeah, and taking the lead, all the, oh, damn, yeah, good stuff. Okay, so yeah, this one's very clear and very easy, Libras. So now it is a general reading, of course. So, take that into mind. We never want to make major life decisions based on a tarot reading. However, I do feel like this is pretty damn clear. Eight of Cups is like just to leave, there's Eight of Cups is usually when we have just a lot of emotional heaviness to a situation, or just been put through the ringer with things, or things have just been heavy, and it's like we really need to detach ourselves from that energy and head to the unknown, head to what we can't see, because what you can't see is very good ahead of you, in this reading. So yeah, I feel like this is very, very clear, with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Not only could you be headed towards a new love, all right, so if that's something that you're interested in, romantic love, well, who the hell isn't, right? I think we're all interested in that, but you know what I mean. Well, not always new, but, I guess I should say, yes, it is. Headed towards love, headed towards just a more empowering energy, I feel. The Ace of Swords is one of my favorite cards because it really does represent self-empowerment, like wielding the sword of victory and truth, truth and purpose within oneself. So I feel like that's what this Eight of Cups is going off to find. They're going off to find, they don't know what's out there, but they know that they can't stay in this situation any longer. There's too much emotional baggage, for lack of a better word. I hate that word, but it's the one that fits. Okay. So yes, absolutely move forward. I do feel, with the Ace of Swords, if this is like a work and career thing, if it's a romantic thing, if it's a, if it's a family situation, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to leave them totally behind and never talk to them again or anything like that. In fact, I would say it would mean the opposite. Like, you need to possibly leave the emotional drain of things behind and, come towards this with a new, completely new way of viewing it. Be extremely truthful, extremely honest about the situation, but also communicate that it comes from love. All right, so if it's like a family situation, all right. But yes, I feel like this is absolutely move forward. Like, yeah, couldn't be clearer. Yeah, Four of Wands here, beautiful. Yeah, Three of Cups, very, very nice. Yeah, very good cards, I'd say. Okay, Libra. Scorpio. All right, Scorpios. Let's see what we have for you, Scorpio. And I did mine earlier before the reading, so mine was fun and made sense. That's why I decided to use this spread. I test it out on myself usually before I hit record. All right. Yeah, it was pretty good. Let's see. Okay, so Scorpio, Sun, or any placement. Scorpio, Sun, or any placement. Boom. Okay. Scorpio, Sun, or any placement, please. Scorpio, Sun, or any placement. Should you, what is it? Should you hold back or should you move forward, Scorpio? Should you hold back or should you move forward, Scorpio, please? Should you hold back or should you move forward, Scorpios? Okay, there we go. Okay. Wow, you got a lot of wow. All right, so you got the Two of Cups here. You got a lot of fire going on here. And people cards. So this is going to be difficult because you got nothing but people cards. All right. Well, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is not a people card, but okay, holding back. I think this is kind of like one of those where it's a little bit of both. I feel like you need to I feel like you do need to chase a dream. That's what I'm getting here. Because it's like I'm seeing the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Cups, all facing the same direction. And then we have this wily page facing the other direction. So it's like I get the sense that you do need to really put effort into what it is you are trying to manifest. And with a lot of passion and it's going to take leadership and it's going to take action. You know, so like if this is a work thing, for instance, like it's going to take, getting out there, doing the work, being busy, doing all that stuff, but it's also going to take leadership as well, okay, in order to get this. Now, I feel like you have like some kind of possibly distracting love situation here that is sort of in the midst of this. I do feel like you should go forward, but cautiously is what I'm getting here, because Eight of Pentacles, Strength card, but then Six of Pentacles. So making sure, that things are balanced, that things don't become unbalanced. All right. So in other words, I feel like there's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of love, a little bit of career maybe, or something along those lines. Maybe it's a family situation, but there's so many people here. I don't really know. So the way I'm going to say this is, yes, I feel like you need to move forward. You need to really be very active towards chasing what it is you are trying to manifest. Like very proactive is what I'm getting. Don't get distracted like too much, because it's just a page. Like you have the Two of Cups here, but you do just have a page here. So there could be some new talking, new connections, things like that. And I'm not saying avoid them or that you shouldn't engage in them or anything like that, but definitely keep the two things separate. That's what I see here. All right, that's like key. I feel like that's what's going to keep you on track, and making sure, again, that things are equal as far as time given to things, and that things are balanced. Because you've got a lot of fire energy here, and if you're anything like me, Scorpio, which I am one too, it's like we can get very, very one-sided with things. We can get very like locked into something if it's like something we're very passionate about, and just spend all our time on that. And like if we do have like a partner or we do have a romantic situation, we can easily like not give time to that. And this is saying like keep things balanced is really what I see. But yes, absolutely fiery pursue, whatever it is you are going for. All right. I would say too, going back to romantic things, if there is like something where there's a big age difference and you appear to be at odds, I don't think you guys are that different. All right. So I will say that. So like if there's a pretty significant age difference, because the Page and King are a pretty significant age difference, we're talking 15 years or more, then it's like, I think you do have a lot in common with this person. So it's like, I just feel, again, to make sure that it, the other way too, that love doesn't overcome your passion and desire to achieve this Nine of Cups either, because with Scorpios we can do that too. Just as we can get involved, if we have a partner, we can kind of forget about our partners and just get involved in our work, right? Well, it works the other way too. Like if you have your work and you love your work and all that stuff, but then a romantic situation comes in, you can just as easily put all of your attention into the romantic situation and forget about your work. So I really feel like the key here is the balance, resist things that will take you out of balance. All right. That's what I'm getting the most. So I would say moving forward seems to be your analysis there, synopsis. Okay. Let's see, Scorpio, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, and or any placement. Okay, Sagittarius, please. Should they move forward? No, should they hold back or should they move forward? Sagittarius, please. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, and or any placement that you have chosen for this reading. Should they hold back or should they move forward? Okay. Should they hold back or should they move forward? Thank you. There it is. Okay. Tough. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Yours is difficult. Very akin to, I think it was Gemini, possibly. I can't remember who it was. Somebody had one where it was sort of like, neither one really. That's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like you're not ready for either one. So in that way, I guess I would say hold back. But I feel like you will be ready very soon, like within a month. So most likely by like the end of August or something like that, then it would be like a good time to revisit this read and then pick a different, placement, that sort of thing is what I'd say. Not that you would remember that in a month probably, but it's like, that's what I'm getting here. Cause I do get the sense like you are, like you're dreaming almost of like adventures. You may literally be like having dreams of like adventurous things or, pardon me, hold on, travel, that sort of thing. Hang on. Like literally dreaming about those things, or just like, really feeling the need to take some new risks in your life or start fresh in some way. So I feel like you guys are in that mode right now where you're contemplating a lot of things. You're not running away from the things that hurt you or if it was failures in the past, if it's like career, what have you, but you're not running away from those things. Like you're seeing those things clearly for what they are. You've kind of done that work, that like heavier work, and now you're ready. You're feeling ready to start taking leaps and leaps of faith or new adventures and things like that. So I think that's really good. I just feel like you're not quite there yet, but you will be, and then like you're gonna know when the time is right and be victorious. You guys have one more hurdle to get over. I feel you have one more temptation that is kind of standing between you and like your goals and your dreams here with the 3 of Wands, Empress, and 10 of Cups. So I mean, this is like having it all right. So this is literally a card of like your ship is coming in. It's the Empress, which is abundance and love of growth, of, all kinds of abundance and things like that. And the 10 of Cups, which is like the happy family, that kind of deal. So I feel like, and yeah, 6 of Swords here too, moving away from things that are difficult. Many of you possibly want to move or visit family or something like that. And that could be coming up for you. But it's like, I get the sense that like right now it's like it's not really the time to like, don't hold back too much. Like if it's a romantic situation, let them know that you do have this free spirit, that you are interested in taking a leap of faith, but possibly just not right now is what I would say. And then as far as like moving forward, now if this is an on-off situation or a romantic situation that you are watching this for, then I feel like no, not moving forward, because I feel like this person is like not showing interest. They're not showing much, their mind and thoughts are elsewhere. Like they're not giving you the attention that you most likely should deserve in a relationship. And I feel like that's causing resentments because you're waiting on this person, and it's just time just keeps going by and by and by. And that's getting trapped in that Devil energy. So it's like, if you can get past that, I feel like there's a lot of happiness for you ahead. Okay, and it could be very soon, within the next 3 months, 3 weeks, maybe, in a month or so. But it's like, so I would say moving forward with a like kind of a dead end kind of romantic situation that you deep down know, like they're not putting the effort forward that they should, and each day that goes by you're just getting more and more resentful, then I would say no, don't move forward. Look for new things, going forward with new things. If it's not romantic, if it's like work, career, things like that, I just get the sense like you're almost, like the timing's almost right, but it's not quite right, to really do anything yet. So don't necessarily hold yourself back. Keep dreaming and keep working towards like that adventure, like, that faith in yourself that you're going to take that leap. But right now, it may not be the time to move forward, but it will be, again, like I said, very soon. Like the opportunity will present itself, and you'll just know like it's time to move forward. So it's not far away. This, to me, this is like a month, or within the month of, more like August, probably not July. So, okay, cool. Sagittarius. Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. All right. Capricorn. Sun. Capricorn Sun and or any placement that you have chosen this for. Okay. Capricorn Sun and or any placement. Ooh, all right. Cards don't want to shuffle very much here. Well, there you are, Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn, Sun and or any placement, please. Okay, should you hold back or should you move forward, Capricorn? Capricorn, should you hold back or should you move forward? Should you hold back or should you move forward? Capricorn. Thank you. Okay. I feel like you want to move forward, but you're holding back. All right. Chariot, 4 of Pentacles. I'd say hold back. For now, things may change later. I would say hold back for now. I feel like you really want to move forward with something, but you are holding back, and there's probably not always. Usually I encourage people to open up at this point, because the 4 of Pentacles can sometimes be like not allowing yourself to be vulnerable and being like closed off and that sort of thing. But in this particular case, the way the spread is working, I would say like I feel like you really want to just like move forward with something, but I do feel like the right now to hold back, because the moving forward cards aren't like super great. All right. And the 7 of Swords is here at the bottom of the deck. So I don't know. I'm not really getting a big, strong thing, like push for moving forward. I feel like you may end up like kind of getting trapped into something, or like if this is a love thing, like your person may feel like they're like, it just might not be the right timing. They may feel trapped because like maybe they flirted with you or something like that, and at the time like they meant it and they were interested in asking you for a date or something like that, but then they may have pulled away, and who knows what's going on in their life, kind of thing is what I'm getting here, where and I feel like you kind of innately are sensing that, like you're sensing like, oh yeah, I should kind of pull back my flirtation with this person a little bit, or because you're probably you guys can be psychic, so there's probably something that you're feeling like is going on with this person, and I just feel like there's some light energy with this person, but ultimately like they're feeling trapped in something right now. So like they're in the 7 of Swords here too. I don't feel like it's like good timing to move forward. So again, it doesn't mean like never, but like right now, you'd probably just have to wait for a signal for when it does feel right to move forward. If it's work and career, same thing. I feel like there's still like a little bit more like things that need to be seen about a situation so that you can kind of reinvent yourself anew is what I'm getting, because you have Death card and Fool card here. So it's like because 7 of Swords to me can oftentimes be like repeating patterns of things, and 8 of Swords is a card of being trapped in something, and a Page is like it's not really what we want to see in a career read. So, but this isn't bad. These are good. So I would say like hold back a little bit. Definitely, especially if you have some money that you have to work with, just a little bit, like maybe you have a little bit saved and you're thinking that you need to do something, invest it right away, or you need to do this or do that. And again, please, just use your intuition, right? It's a general reading and it will apply to some, but not to everyone. So you want to make those smart decisions, right? I don't have to tell a Capricorn that. But this to me would be more like, nah, just keep things grounded for now. It's like, keep the sense of moving forward, keep the sense of victory, but just holding on for like a little while is what I'm sensing here, because I just don't feel like it's graduating into much. All right. And it could actually be something that you end up sort of trapped in. And now maybe you're in this awkward kind of scenario that is like almost feels like you got to tiptoe around or something like that. I feel awkwardness with it is what I'm getting. It reminds me of like like a work situation, you know, like when you start flirting with somebody at work, and it's all fun and games and everything's, you know, just like fun, but then like you realize, oh shit, they're taking that really literally, and then they want to go out with you and they're in love with you, and you're like, oh shit, you know, I was just having fun, you know, but I got to see this person every day at work. You know, that's what it kind of reminds me of, like that kind of deal where it's a little awkward, that sort of deal. So I would say, like, yeah, kind of hold back a little, and wait until like you'll get the sign of, like, you know, reinventing yourself from a new, fresh perspective, I feel, with the Death card and Fool card. Yeah, and then there's like communications and things like that that could be, you know, rolling and going through. So yeah, right now I would say hold back, but keep that winning spirit. All right, that's what I would say with the Chariot card. The Chariot card, you know, is definitely a card of driving forward and, you know, wrangling our darker self and our lighter self, and finding a good middle ground, you know, and plowing through. So just kind of keep working on those things and be ready then to move forward when it does feel right. Okay, let's see, Capricorns. Okay, Capricorn. Aquarius, all right. Aquarius, a sun and or any placement. Should you hold back or should you move forward? All right, Aquarius. Okay, sun and or any placement. Should you hold back or should you move forward? Aquarius. Sun and or any placement that you are using this for. Let's see. Should you hold back or should you move forward? Aquarius. Should you hold back? Should you move forward? Okay. Aquarius, please. Okay, there it is. Nope, no, not quite. Yeah, boom. Okay. Let's see, what do we got? 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. Okay. I see some good things coming up for you, Aquarius, by the way. I think you should move forward, but it's really going to require you to see things from a different perspective. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Because I feel like holding back is not really helping you. All right, it's like kind of just driving you crazy is what I'm getting, because it's like the 3 of Pentacles is wanting to get on the same page with the situation, or, you know, like if it's a work or career thing, it's like you're wanting to like possibly be part of the clique or part of this group, or, you know, part of this, you know, which usually Aquarius you are. You're usually like the one who starts the clique, but, you know, there may be something, you know, around like that type of energy. It may not be exactly that, you know, because it is general reading, but it's like I feel like there's something about working with others that's like got you in your head. So, and I feel like by holding back, that's why, you know, because you're not like, you need to see things from a different perspective and see who you are, because I get the sense like it's almost like trying to fit in with others is driving you crazy, you know, with like the 9 of Swords. Like you're all up in your head about how to make something work, or to how to make a group situation work, or how to get on the same page with someone if it's a romantic thing or something like that. And all this while, that is you holding back. So, and it's not, you know, the only benefit it's giving you is the 9 of Swords, more stress and more worry about how to, you know, make this work, right? Whereas moving forward, it looks more positive to me, because it's like the hang, but again, once you see from a different, I feel like the King of Cups is you. And I know that's weird because it's not an air, you know, it's not an air thing, and it's not a queen or what, you know, but it's like, I don't know. I'm really getting like that the King of Cups is you in this scenario. It's not another person. And I feel like this is like where you need to move forward, but only when you can really truly see from a different perspective that you are like this King of Cups. Because the King of Cups to me is like, to me as a reader, all right, so it's not what the card means like in traditional tarot or anything like that, but to me as a reader, the King of Cups is like a very it's like the storyteller. They're good at telling stories. They're like the ultimate kind of salesman or whatever. I always think of the King of Cups as sort of like my father in a way. Like he was very when he in his younger years, he just knew how to talk to everyone. Every type of person. He could talk to whatever, like anybody, basically from any culture, from any this, from any that. Like he could always like find a common ground with them, and thus he was a salesman. All right, he sold cars and things like that. So I mean, because of that ability, and I almost feel like this is like you, like in a sense. And if it's like love, like you need to see like you have a lot to offer. The King of Cups has a lot of love and empathy and all of that stuff in their heart. You need to start having it for yourself, for one. That's always what's going to bring that out into the open. But I feel like this is saying to move forward, but only by realizing that you are like the King of Cups. People want to be around you. They want to hear your stories. They benefit off of your jovial energy and things like that, is what I'm getting here. So yes, I say move forward, but only by expressing like the truer parts of yourself that do come from love. All right, because this isn't working, for you. Like holding back and being in your head and feeling, like, oh, how am I going to make this work, or how am I going to fit in with this, or that kind of deal. So I think you need to just kind of be you, but like I think you've possibly forgotten who you are in a sense. That's why the Hangman is here. Like you need to have that epiphany again of like, oh yeah, I like to tell a good story, and I like to make friends with people, and I like to be expressive and fill the room, and things like that. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, because you're really holding back. Yeah, really holding back. Yeah, and you've got King of Pentacles and Emperor here, which is really more about like stepping up, taking the lead of things, and carving your path, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Aquarius. So I would say move forward, but like I said, only if you can get past all those like worries and fears. Don't try to force yourself forward. You have to have that epiphany first, okay, and then like move forward. Okay, let's see. Otherwise, it'll be forced. Is what I see. All right, where are we at? Pisces. All right, Pisces. Let's see what we have for you. Pisces Sun and or any placement. Pisces. Pisces. Sun and or any placement. Should you hold back or should you move forward? Pisces, please. Should you hold back or should you move forward? Remember, you can use any of the other signs as apply them to any other situations if you want. Just assign them like a pick a read. If you have more situations you want to ask about. Okay, Pisces, let's see what we got for you, Pisces. And did everybody hit the thumbs up? I hope everybody did. I'm sure you guys all did, right? Okay, Pisces, what do you have that is Pisces Sun and or any placement that you have chosen this for? Should you hold back or should you move forward? Pisces, please. Pisces. Okay. I feel like moving forward is going to be problematic in a sense. Okay, so holding back, I feel, is your answer because it's going to create like a profound change. All right, because in your moving forward, you have like two of the like not great. The Knight of Swords is somebody who just rushes into things. They don't really think things through. They just see what they want and they go like full mode towards it. And then the Page of Swords is like to me personally as a reader, like an annoyance card. It's like somebody who's annoyed or so I don't feel like either one of those are positive cards as far as moving forward. And a Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck is a card of like lack of interest, boredom, things like that. So I feel like you may rush into something, but then you're going to get quickly bored with it, I feel. So it's like, I would say this is, to hold back, because the Justice card and Death card are two major arcana cards. All right, so they're obviously trying to say something here. These other two cards are like the kind of cards. So justice is about like karmically what is good for us, what keeps us in balance and things like that. And the death card is about reinventing ourselves from the inside out. All right, not the outside, from the inside out. So I really get the sense like holding back right now is the way, like the bigger or the higher road or what have you is what I'm seeing here. It can cause like in a good way a lot of inner transformation and Plutonian energy. Pluto ruled for this. So it's like, and in combination with like Venus and more like love for yourself and balance for yourself, and that will like profoundly change a situation. Now, if this is a love situation, I feel like you'll be met, like if you're trying to reconcile or revive something, because that's what the death card can mean. I don't feel like the timing is now, because again, I feel like there's like resistance, or there's annoyance, or there's like somebody feels you're rushing in, or somebody, doesn't like you rushing in. There's something like that going on, because both of these cards are both not favorable cards. Okay, so I would say, it doesn't mean forever, but like right now, no, it doesn't look like the right time to move something forward. I feel like it would either be rushed or viewed as rushed, or somebody's just not ready to hear things right now. All right, like they may be not, they may get angry is what I'm saying. All right, that's angry cards. It's Knight of Swords and Page of Swords to me. So yeah, it's best to wait and think things through. Yeah, and then come out as like a king. Yeah, instead of a knight. I'm getting. All right. So or a queen, what have you. If it is like a work career situation, I'm going to stick by the same advice. I still feel like no matter what situation, this is, it's showing right now to hold back, but to also use this opportunity as a karmic opportunity to realize like how to change. All right, how to not, not be, moving forward in this way. All right, so no matter what situation it is, whether it's romantic, work, career, a family situation, a this situation, a that situation, I feel like the advice is pretty clear with Justice and Death card, two very pronounced major arcana cards, to hold back. Look at look how to balance a situation. Look at the balance of a situation. Look at your inner balance and how does that need, to transform outwardly and things like that. That's what I'm getting more, because these are really good cards. I mean, this is saying that there is some kind of karmic lesson here that it can really be like good for you, like really like I don't want to build it up life changing or anything like that, but possibly for some, like there's a really good karmic lesson in a situation. Whatever you asked about, there's a good karmic situation to learn from in this that can bring a lot of transformation. And it's like, but trying to push it forward, I feel is just, it's not working. All right. Or it's not that's just like getting stuck again and then getting bored because the karmic lesson didn't get like learned is what I feel in this situation. So and not in a negative way, I mean, this could be you, I don't know, what this is, but I feel like the answer, no matter what for the general reading is that, to, hold back from the situation. All right. Okay, guys, that is what I've got. And anything else? Let's see. We'll do current energy love most likely on Thursdays. I think I might make that a regular. But just so you guys know, I am doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, every other Friday, and Sundays I do Self-Empowerment Sunday. I try to hit it every Sunday. I try to hit that every Sunday. Oh my God, I saw the most funniest What Up With That SNL last night. You know how I love that skit, right? I'm always talking about it. And they always, on What's Up With That, and you know how they always have Lindsey Buckingham on, but he never gets to talk? They actually had Lindsey Buckingham on. It was the funniest one. I'd never even seen that. And I've watched, I thought I'd seen all of them. And I just happened to come across it. And it was like Paul Simon, the dude from Glee, and Lindsey Buckingham, like the one that always plays him, but then the real Lindsey Buckingham came out, and he didn't talk or anything, and he just played this kick-ass solo, and you can see Paul Simon in the background just with his jaw dropping at this solo. It was so awesome. It was really fun. So anyway, I don't know how I got on that kick. Where was I going with that? Anyway, yeah, so, you know, the schedule is underneath the description box, and I'm starting to get the playlist together a little bit better, trying to pay more attention to putting the videos on there, so check those out. Again, a lot of these you can use as timeless readings. All right, guys, thanks. I will see you tomorrow. All right, bye.